Welcome back, YouTubers. Time for a spot of royalty. It is reported that Meghan Markle is banned from all palace grounds. Okay, without a minder. She must have a senior royal attending her at all times when she's in Buckingham, Kensington, or Windsor palaces. Okay, I have been puzzling over this gender equality round table at the square table. Look at these square tables. I worked in government for my career, and this is where you send the kids to do finger painting. Okay, this looks like a grade school setup, and they're covering the walls. I've been puzzling over this. So what this is, they put Meghan in the dungeon. Okay, this is at Buckingham, but it's in the dungeon. It's not in a conference room. And the conference rooms, even where I'm from, in government, which is always lacking for money, the conference rooms are much, 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 much nicer. I mean, they're real conference rooms. This is not a conference room. This is where this is like, it's a very strange setup. So Harry had to go with her. He had to mind her. He had to be a minder. He's a senior royal. I also find the body language interesting. Look at this woman. Look, her feet are over here and her shoulders over here. She's really leaning into Harry. Okay, so either she secretly likes Harry or she wants to make sure she's in the picture. Look at Meghan. Okay, they're connecting here. But look at her arm. She's got the stay away from me elbow out. And he's doing a little bit of the same thing because he's so offended that she's got the stay away elbow out. And so, is Meghan this warm and friendly person? Not to that guy, and I'm sure he didn't say anything to her. Remember this? She cleared out the whole section. These are paying customers. Remember this guy, the cheeky devil, taking a selfie of himself, and making it look like he was getting Meghan. Meghan's not a friendly person. All that hugging business. I mean, just look at that elbow. She has the stay away elbow out that's going to jab this guy in the eye. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's do a mini. Is Meghan banned from all palace grounds? Is Meghan banned from all palace grounds? That's a no or a full stop. That would be a ban. The basis is a ban. Okay, so is Meghan banned? Well, we've got a 9 spades here on the bottom, which would be a ban. Okay, from everything permanently, cross is very permanent, 10 diamonds is permanent, cross is permanent. Permanent ban from all of the properties for forever. Permanent ban forever. On the mind is the relationship minder, Queen of Diamonds. So Fox and Cornerstone. She's not trusted in the environment. She's not trusted, so she has to have a minder, and she's banned. That's what it looks like. Okay, and this also brings up, was she filming? Was she caught taking pictures? Was she caught recording and filming? Those are definitely possibilities. I mean, she's not allowed on palace grounds. Okay, so she really disrespected Harry, and I think she was just embarrassed about, what a crappy location this is. I mean, wow, they didn't even cover the tables. I mean, they could have threw a what's that called? A tablecloth over it. Okay, so how does Harry was humiliated by her. She said he was crashing the party. Will Harry refuse to mind her in the future because she humiliated him? And that's going to keep her out of all the palace grounds, and they're going to have to do it somewhere else. They're going to have to book a hotel or something, a hotel conference. Will he refuse to mind her in the future? We have a blockage there. Okay, so we have 10 diamonds. The two most solid cards are 7 clubs and 10 diamonds. A big change for the royal family and a blockage. 4 clubs, opportunistically. Okay, 4 clubs and 4 clubs. And because of what happened, he's been told not to mind her anymore. Okay, the finger of God reaches down and changes things from outside. 11, 3 clubs. Okay, so the royal family said, we don't want to see this again. So she, again, a big change, blocked from the inheritance. Buckingham, Kensington, Windsor, blocked from the inheritance. So I don't think he's going to mind her in the future. He's not going to, she's not going to pull this he crashed the party thing again. Okay, now in the past, this fell out. In the past, we know that Meghan was banned from wearing the Diana collection, the royal jewelry, because she was constantly mimicking Diana, and they're constantly invoking Diana, both Meghan and Harry. And I think people are really upset about that. So was the Queen giving Meghan, before the ban, was the Queen already giving Meghan fakes even before the ban? Okay, because, she was banned from the collection. She could have been stealing items. These are priceless items. They can't be replaced. It's not the value of the jewelry. It's the fact that these are part of the royal collection and they were worn by Diana and other famous royals. Was the Queen, giving Meghan fakes to wear, high quality fakes, like the tiara, so that things wouldn't disappear, even before she banned her? Was the Queen giving her fakes to wear? All right, this is this direction for the woman. 19, 24, 6 spades. Oh, we've got the Trinity here. Crossroads, decisions by the woman going forward. Bad relationship. Okay, so that's on the surface. Because of the bad relationship, she removed the Diana collection, the royal jewelry collection. Secrets, Heart, Hightower, and Trinity. Working everything together officially. 13 and 7, 5 spades blocked. There are secrets, there are official secrets, and because of everything, they just didn't feel that she could be trusted with the Diana jewelry. So were they giving her fakes? Well, I'm looking for deception. I don't see that they were giving her fakes. This does talk about withdrawing, making a decision because of the bad relationship to withdraw the royal jewelry collection, and there are problems and secrets. So I think they were actually letting her use the real jewelry. All right. Now, in other news, we have 72 British PMs coming out and saying, defending Meghan Markle. Okay, we also have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez defending Meghan Markle. We also have the Archbishop of Canterbury. They just keep going down the line, down the line, down the line. No more celebrities. Now they're going and doing politicians. Okay, so Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says, sudden prominence is a very dehumanizing experience. Okay, so that's, she's just saying she has sympathy for Meghan. Okay, now the Archbishop of Canterbury, who baptized Meghan into her new faith, she says Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are entitled to take time off from royal duties because they're not superhuman. Okay, and he also says it's absurd to hold them to higher moral standards than others. They are not being held to higher moral standards. They're being held to their own standards. They're talking about climate change, and they're saying don't fly jets all over the place, and they're flying private jets all over the place. Okay, and then the 72 PMs, as women MPs of all political persuasions, we wanted to express our solidarity with you in taking a stand against the often distasteful and misleading nature of the stories printed in a number of our national newspapers concerning you, your character, and your family. On occasion, stories and headlines have represented invasion of your privacy and have sought to cast aspersions about your character without any good reason as far as we can see. That's an opinion. Okay, even more concerning still, we are calling out what can only be described as outdated colonial undertones to some of these stories. Outdated colonial undertones. Okay, the prime ministers of England are playing the bigotry card. Okay, the Archbishop didn't do this. AOC didn't do this. The Hollywood celebrities have stopped doing this. Okay, continuing. As women members of Parliament from all backgrounds, we stand with you in saying it cannot be allowed to go unchallenged. It just goes on. I'm very, very, very offended that they played the bigotry card. I'm very offended. And I find it interesting that the lowest common denominator is the politicians. They sunk it to the lowest level. Okay, does this constant defending Meghan help or add to the negative view of Meghan? Because every time somebody defends Meghan, I say, oh my gosh, what happened? What's wrong? What happened? And I know there's something negative that happened. I think it's a terrible strategy. I think, and how did they get into this situation? Just most recently, they did that wonderful documentary in Africa. Everybody was loving it. It was like McDonald's. And then they started complaining and made it all about them. That's how they got in this situation, by being negative. Okay, so does this help or add to the negative view of Meghan? Does all this defending, is it helping or adding to the negativity surrounding Meghan? Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's got disaster spelled all over it. Or maybe spilled all over it. All right, let's look at it. So even on the surface, we have the devil. We have Magi and the devil and strength. 2435. Okay, 35. 9 clubs officially. She is manifesting, and this is the point. This is kind of what I'm saying. Meghan, is by constantly, huckstering for people to defend her, she is creating this negative news stream, and it's very deeply rooted and strong now. She's creating the problems. The royal family never explain, just keep your mouth shut. And I do the same thing as a very tiny, itsy bitsy little YouTuber. Never complain. Don't say anything. Just be positive. Don't say anything. Don't respond to the haters. And I do see other YouTubers saying, oh, if you're not nice, I'm going to block you. You don't have to say that. Just block them. Okay, because there's some really not nice people out there. But there's a lot of really nice people out there. And we prefer to focus on the nice people. So she's creating this negative news stream. She keeps creating it. And she is the problem. She's her own problem. What's going on underneath? Coffin, straight razor, 3 black birds, scapegoat, and scourge. Okay, scapegoat is the illness card. Scapegoat and coffin are illness cards. Very bad cutting. She's just creating a negative ill news stream, and it's just constant. She keeps doing it over and over. 11 and 4, 15, 19, 5 clubs. Yeah. She's creating these problems. She's absolutely creating these problems. She doesn't need to be creating these problems. And now she's even off the celebrities. There's no more celebrities to huckster to. Okay, and we just had the hairdresser come out again. Okay, so when you've got the hairdresser, the crying hairdresser, Daniel Martin, defending you, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Okay, and now she's off of celebrities and she's on to political people. Wow. So is Meghan getting desperate? Does she feel that her ship is sinking? Is Meghan getting desperate and feel her ship is sinking at this point? And Harry's got to be irritated. I mean, all this stuff has been going on in the background. I got to guess here. Look at that. I got all that stuff here on the bottom. Okay, and I'm finding that a lot of stuff that was just in the background, you know, in the shadow cards, is now starting to show up right on the face of things. Okay, here, this is the face of it. The problem is right on the surface, and devil, you know, the devil will do anything, and the devil has the worst reputation, and the devil is a terrible person, and she's manifesting just a terrible reputation for herself. And strength, it's becoming her actual reputation. Okay, it's really not working. Cut it out. Close your mouth. Okay, stop complaining. Okay, is Meghan getting, does she feel her ship is sinking? Is she getting desperate? 10 and 6, 16, 4 spades, coffin. Okay, committed to transforming her image in front of all the people. Okay, but it's bad. Committed to transforming her image. Okay, transformation, water into wine in front of all the people. What's on the bottom? So we have a yes. Does she feel her ship is sinking? You know, sun can be like an explosion because of the bad relationships, the broken relationships, and it's very deeply rooted. 12 and 8, 20, 30, 8 diamonds, everything. So she does kind of feel that her ship is sinking, that it's running out of control now. She's really trying to salvage it, to pull it out. And in my previous reading, Meghan and Harry are, you know, they're like the going to California. They're feeling that it's really a bad situation, and I think Harry may come back without Meghan. So she's very concerned. She is very concerned. The ship, it's not over, but she may feel that the ship may be sinking a little bit. All right, let's review what we have. Let's see what we have. Okay, is Meghan banned from all royal palace grounds without a minder? This is a ban. A 9 spades is a full ban from everything, like permanently on an ongoing basis. Permanently on an ongoing basis, she's banned. She has to have a minder because they don't trust her. She's the clever fox. You know, probably recording, probably filming, probably taking pictures, and she's the cause of all the leaks. There were no leaks in the palace before Meghan came, and now there's leaks constantly. You know, Rose Hanbury, everything is just getting out, everything is getting leaked. We saw that Kate fired her top assistant who minded all of her other assistants. I read through the cards that Meghan was paying her, giving her gifts, and she felt very connected, like girl power. You know, we're working together to destroy Kate. You know, that's not a good thing. Okay, is Harry going to refuse in the future to stop minding her? Okay, he's crashing the party. He's been told to do this. Okay, the palace. I did see in a previous reading that Harry was very, very upset about this, and he should be. He's wise enough that he knows how important the public relations is. That made him look really bad. What is she doing? Why would she do that? Okay, she's probably embarrassed. But the palace itself, you know, finger of God, he's been ordered. You know, this is what you're going to do, Harry. You're not going to mind her anymore. We're not doing this anymore. Okay, big change. It's been, you know, called down from on high. The Queen is ordering him not to mind her anymore. She's not to appear on palace grounds anymore. So it will be interesting to see if she ever appears at any of the palace grounds again. You know, Buckingham, Kensington, you know, unless it's like a family affair and Harry is accompanying her. But like any of these meetings, these are all going to be held off-site now. Okay, and it is significant that they're now running off to California, you know, and talking about setting up in California, because this is all closing down. And look how masterfully the Queen played it. We didn't know anything about this. She was just shutting her down step by step, and no one was saying anything. Those are very strong moves, taking the jewels away, taking away access to the palaces. Those are very strong moves, and nobody knew about it. Okay, so Harry, jewelry. Was she wearing fakes? Okay, she was banned from the jewelry collection. Was she wearing fakes and she didn't know it? I don't see any deception here. There were problems they were concerned about, but I don't see her wearing fakes. I think she was wearing the actual ones. So, you know, $9 million went to Doria, and maybe some stolen jewelry went to Doria, and that's it. Shut the door. You know, shut the door. This can't happen ever again. Okay, now we have AOC, the Archbishop of Canterbury, and 72 misled British PMs, you know, playing bigotry, the bigotry card, the lowest common denominator. Yeah, that's working so well. That's working so well that the Hollywood Illuminati are not even going to do that anymore, because that's a really bad move. Okay, when you don't have an argument, play the bigotry card, play the sexism card, say that you're abused, you know, play those cards. Okay, is this helping or adding to her negativity? She's constantly manifesting this. She's so strongly manifested it, it's becoming her personality. Okay, and that's how people are viewing her. And they don't care about this complaining stuff. They hate it. They hate it. Stop complaining. You're one of the most privileged, wealthiest people in the world. You are not oppressed, Meghan. You are not oppressed. Okay, and in the hidden situation, we have a lot of illness. We have people talking, and it's constant. People are constantly talking about this. She's changed the narrative to she's not winning. She's losing. Okay, because she's complaining so much, she's losing, not winning. And she's doing this. She's creating the problems. Harry was the most popular. Now he's just dropping like a rock because he's associated with Meghan. And it's all this complaining. Okay, does Meghan feel that her ship is sinking? The fight's not over. They're never going to stop fighting. And they're never going to stop fighting. So, but yes, it's very dire. It's very dire. It's very deeply rooted. The relationships are very bad. And there's real problems there underneath. But she's never going to stop fighting. And she should never stop fighting. So, I mean, that's how you get to the top. You never stop fighting. You never know. You know, in a boxing match, you know, the losing boxer, it looks like he's lost the round on points, and then he gets his big shot and the guy's knocked out. You never know. And that's how it goes. So that's your royalty today. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. As always, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and I love your insights. Keep them coming.